Welcome back to some more Project Zomboid Build 42 adventures with Chuck Miller. We are starting out here in that little row of houses just on the very east side of Ekron. And this is everything that we've got. We're going to have to try and take on the whole east side of Ekron with nothing more than a blooded nightstick, a blunt machete and one large knife. It kind of almost everything, not everything because otherwise Chuck would already be dead. But almost everything went wrong yesterday. We tried to go and have a little look around, a little exploration of the east side, and we found a fire department, but we also forgot just how bad the off-road abilities are for our van. And yeah, we lost our van and all the loot that was in there, but I am determined to be driving out of Ekron with all of the loot, or die trying. I hope that is not going to happen. So the plan is to push back onto the east side of Ekron, take over one of the residential homes on the far side near the fire department, and try and reclaim all our loot. We're going to have to look for a new vehicle because the trusty old Ranger truck is completely ruined. But the first thing to do is to go down into a deep dark basement and look for a rubber hose, because we're gonna have to try and siphon some gas, but we need to be careful. There is definitely a zombie here somewhere. I was sure, convinced we heard a zombie here. Now the basement door is open, so it's possible the zombie could have walked down there. So I'm gonna have to equip the flashlight, so I'm gonna have to just drop the sling bag with the loot, get the flashlight attached. It's going to be absolutely pitch black down there. Now I have installed the first mod. Yes, this is now a modded run. I've just installed one simple mod, and that is to hopefully fix one of the bugs for the batteries where they keep going down to well, this level just when you sort of exit and go back in. So hopefully that mod will fix that issue, because we are going to be really reliant on flashlights, especially when we're going down to pitch black basements. Okay, no zombie. It is quiet. Let's see if we can find a rubber hose. Okay, well, no rubber hose. One thing we did find, this just goes to show how desperate we are. I picked up this, which we're going to use, probably have to use as a weapon. One other thing in that house I started out in, I did also find a couple of really useful books. Animal care, carving, level 1. I don't think there were any others. No. Okay, well, before we go into Ekron and start the comeback, start the fight back, there's one more thing that Chuck needs to do, and that's to continue to hone his mechanic skills. So we're gonna have to pick that up, or else I'm gonna forget it again. We're gonna there's 3 vehicles here in this area. We're going to get the screwdriver, do some of the basic mechanics, and work towards mechanics level 2, because then, at least then, we will have the option to hotwire a vehicle. Okay, well, Chuck has spent all morning working on his mechanics. He's up to about 55, 60 XP. He's only getting about 12, 13 XP per vehicle. He can only do basic stuff, remove, reinstall headlights, batteries, and radio. Can't really do much else. So he's going to have to do that about 10 more times. But now he's got a long walk back into Ekron. Okay, well, I'm not sure it's a good idea, but we can't carry all of this gear. There isn't anything that's absolutely essential. Actually, let's just... what do we want to take? We're going to leave this. Let's just take the mod. No, we don't need them. We're going to leave this sling bag here on the road and hope that whilst we're driving out of Ekron, because that is definitely going to happen, that we remember to pick that up. Okay, well, actually, it's just been a really short walk. This first location, you can see there's a zombie on the door there. We're going to be calling in. We still need to find a rubber hose. That zombie. Every single door seems to be locked right now. Just nothing's going Chuck's way at all. let's get in, see what loot we can find. Okay, we've got at least one more zombie just inside. Yeah, there's always a couple of zombies. So the idea is just to work our way back into Ekron, just in the very northern east corner, and taking out zombies, looting locations as we go. Okay, well, absolutely pretty much almost nothing in this whole place, just some crackers, which Chuck has eaten straight away. And let me just show you on the map what the plan is. So this is where we are. Let's just find what we need from the map symbols. This is where we are. This is going to be our fallback position. That area is clear of zombies and seems to be remaining clear of zombies. Just up the road is an absolute shit show of zombies, but for now this place is clear, and we're just going to work our way into this area here, take over a small little corner. That's where Chuck's ruined vehicle is with all the loot. Now, I've thought quite a lot, how are we going to take on this fire department? It is an absolute shit show with zombies. It does have a high fence all the way around here, and I was thinking, could we get a campfire going and attract the zombies to there? But the problem with that is there's massive community college right next door, which is also overrun with zombies, and I don't think there's going to be a feasible way to make enough noise to attract the zombies around the fire department and get them burnt to a crisp without just attracting even more from this area here. And things could get seriously badly out of control. So for now, we're just gonna continue in this direction and look for vehicles. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll find a vehicle with a key and some gas. It's a bit of a long shot, but we're going to continue looting, looking for rubber hoses, clearing the area of zombies, and just really slowly put the work in, the melee combat, to get back to this place. Okay, well, Chuck's had a nice, peaceful, quiet walk through the countryside, through the farmers' fields. We've hit the road, and hopefully we can find a few more houses, locations, clear out the zombies, and find a decent bit of food, because at the moment, living on salads, Chuck is slowly wasting away. He's down to 76 kilograms. Okay, we've just checked the map, and it looks like there is a house just up here that also has a swimming pool, which would be really useful, because I'm sure at some point Chuck is going to get absolutely covered in blood, so he's going to need to wash regularly, and this is right on the edge of town. We got a welcome committee, but nothing that Chuck can't handle, I'm sure. And that is interesting. Now Chuck is kind of slowly morphing into a survivor. He has killed nearly 700 zombies now, and he survived for 26 days. And you see, he's seeing a couple of zombies. He's not getting panicked at all. There's no negative mood at all at the moment. He's getting used to this life. Okay, well, that appears to be it for zombies. There's the swimming pool, and there's also a garage and a tool shed. Well, there we are. There's always another couple more workers with their matching Toy Story Woody outfits, it seems. Short, blunt, leveled up again. There is definitely at least one. I think there's... Oh my god. Oh wow. How did that zombie miss me? How did that zombie miss? I was there for the taking. Where the hell did these guys come from? Oh my god. You gotta be more careful. Okay, well, actually, they probably came from the neighbors. I thought that was the last house on the row, but there's this one here. There's potentially quite a lot of loot here. Okay, well, let's take a closer look at these crops. What have we got here? We've got ready to harvest green peas. Wow. Well, let's top up Chuck's food reserves, I guess. Let's harvest a couple of these. What is that? What does one plot give us? 2 green peas. They are better hot. I think we're going to leave those then. If we're going to need to... yeah, we're not that desperate for food at the moment. If we're going to need to boil those to make them more edible, that's just not worth the effort. Okay, well, that is the shed. Oh, wow. We got another generator. And it's a better one than the Value Tech. Which type is that? That is a gas power generator. Okay. Well, we're going to mark that on the map. It could come in useful. Ooh. See, this is the thing. You find all this loot and you want to pick it up. Ooh. Wow, okay. That makes things easy. Yeah, that's going to give Chuck a bit of an option to siphon gas if he can find a rubber hose. Let's get inside here, see if we can find a few bits of food and then move on. Okay, well, a little bit of food. It's one little bit of food. We'll take it. In fact, we'll just eat it straight away. Need to try and reverse that continuing weight loss. Underpants on the lounge floor. What happened in here? Okay, well, again, no skill books. Not really much loot at all. But there we are. Already, Chuck is feeling tense. He's feeling on edge. Okay, we you know what? Again, things are just taking too much time. There's a zombie there. There's no point in looting every single location. We need to get into town. We need to, the fight back needs to start. We need to reclaim our vehicle. Well, the loot that's in the vehicle. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, that is massive. That is those weapons. I don't know, there's kind of almost too much gear. We just need to prioritize. We just need to prioritize. We don't need food. We've still got a lot of salad. Yeah, it doesn't really quite cut it in terms of getting weight on, but we need to get into town. There's still a lot of work to do. So we need... Oh, wow. Okay. We want to get in there. We need to prioritize garages and sheds, that sort of thing. So we still need to find a rubber hose because we might be dependent on siphoning gas to get out of town. So a rubber hose at this point is one of the most essential things. So if we have to fight for it, then so be it. Okay, well, Chuck is a little bit scared. Well, panicked, shall we say, of 4 zombies. I suppose that's fair enough. Just when I think he was beginning to get under control, those negative noodles are slowly building up. He's tense, he's on edge, he's panicked. And we've got more zombies incoming. Again, they're attracted to the noise of Chuck bashing in heads. Man, it is not a problem at the moment. We've got to find more nightsticks, that is for sure. Okay, well, there is a surprisingly large amount of zombies. It's going to slow Chuck down. I'm not really sure how much progress west further into Ekron he's going to get today. It's already 6 in the evening. Okay, well, this looks like a proper tool shed. Maybe... Oh, wow. Fishing rods. What is this? Is this another type of generator? It is. I don't know if that's a better or more basic generator. Oh, it just maybe just performs the same. But, yeah, this is the problem. You find a lot of loot and you want to pick it up, but you can't pick up everything. Another car battery charger. An oxygen tank, a propane bottle. That's some really good loot here. I'm going to have to mark this, and we'll have to come back for it at some point. We've just got to. And we've got another metal bandsaw as well. Okay, well, it has been a quiet walk, but there is definitely some work to do now. You can see at least 3 zombies. And yeah, Chuck is starting to get agitated, racing heart, confused thoughts. You'd think he'd know the drill by now. See zombie, kill zombie. Oh wow, here they come. Synchronized fence dive in. And they keep coming. This could... Chuck might have to retreat at any moment. Hey, well, you can see just in this little moment here, just how far Chuck has come. He is a little bit out of breath. He needs to start thinking about somewhere safe to sleep tonight. And I got a feeling he's going to have to put a lot more work in to make this area safe before he can do that. Okay, we've got more work to do. Now, this is a nice big 2-story home. It is actually really close to the fire department. And it's actually also far away in the sense that it's separated by a couple of fields. But this, I think... This is going to be the perfect place for Chuck to fall back to if things go wrong. It is quite set back from the road. It's just got probably a little bit more work to do to make this area safe though, yeah. Now we're going with the machete. It kind of feels at the moment with those extra levels of short blunt, that the nightstick is actually Chuck's best weapon. So we're going to save that for when he's really up against it, for when there is a big group of zombies, which I'm sure that moment will come sooner than Chuck would like. Hey, finally a house that is not locked. You can see that swing is getting slower though. Chuck is still not been able to recover his endurance, but he's also getting a little bit drowsy and yeah, he's stressed out. Shaking hands, impossible to think straight. Okay, well again, hardly any food at all. Actually, what is that on the floor? Okay, a ginger ale. Let's have it. Let's have that. Let's just take a moment to have a little bit of break. There's still more work to do. There's zombies just outside in the field and near the main road. But Chuck needs to have a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest before he does any more fighting. Okay, well we've got an interesting situation here. We do have an M9 pistol with a magazine, but we're going to need a lot more bits of ammo than 9. And we got this here. Who knows what is barricaded in there? There's no way I'm going to unbarricade it yet. Oof, that is dark. That is dark. I can't hear anything. Again, we'll just run in and we'll open it. It's risky. Man, maybe I shouldn't do that. It's tempting fate, isn't it? Now, this dust mask, does that give any sort of protection against zombie corpses and the smell? Theoretically should do, right? A T-square. Man, there's just so much gear. What is this? This is a book. We've got mechanics 3 and 4. Don't need those yet. Nowhere near. Let's continue to search the rest of this house. Make sure it's clear. It does have a basement as well. So this could be, yeah, just the perfect place for Chuck in his extended stay in Ekron. Oh wow, that is dark. Oh my god. Let's get the flashlight. You never know. That's one of the problems, is you don't know until you get to the top of the stairs. If there's a window on the landing with an open curtains, it's fine. But if there isn't, it's absolutely pitch black and you don't know what you're going to find until you get to right at the top of the stairs. Yeah, no window at all in this hallway. And again, so much interesting stuff. Deer hide. What would you do with that? Make that could you make that into some sort of coat? That would be interesting to do. Okay, well that is the house completely clear. Ooh, butchering level 1. Finding some good books. It is 11:30. I'm surprised Chuck is not tired, but he is absolutely at breaking point. So it is. He's not going to go back outside now. He doesn't want to get any more trouble. There's a couple of zombies out in the field. I just hope that they choose to head off in the direction of the road and not where Chuck is right now, because he's going to be sleeping soundly. It's time for his bedtime routine. Yeah, he's got a bedtime routine. Read a couple of books and take off all his clothes, basically. This bed's got a pillow. Just close these curtains. Wow, man, look at the state. He's absolutely covered. He's going to need to have a wash as well. Okay, it is the next morning. It is going to be another big day for Chuck. So let's get him equipped. Wow, he's looking badass with that beard, I gotta say. Let's get all his gear equipped, his weapons, and let's go to war with the local zombie population. Okay, well, before Chuck does go to war with the local zombies, there's a couple of things he actually needs to do. I was hoping to just be able to look through the window. Can you open the curtains? No. And see what was behind the barricade. There is also a basement. Let's check that out first. Ooh, we got a water dispenser. What else are we going to find? We got a home gym. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. That's exactly what I'd have as well. Nothing else at all. Okay, well, we can't unbarricade because we don't have a claw hammer, but I think I'm pretty safe in saying there's definitely not a zombie in there, because they totally would have been banging already, and that broken window is a clear indicator that they've done a runner. Okay, we've barely made it out the end of the drive, and already we got a group of 4, 5, 6 zombies. It's going to be quite a lot of corpses today. Poor Chuck is going to be absolutely covered head to toe in blood. We're going to go with the knife. we might have to change our minds very, very soon. But it's going to be a lot of killing today. It's going to be a lot of physical exertion. So anything that Chuck can do to give him better endurance and help him last longer, that is a good option. So short blade, that's going to be the best option for preserving energy, that is for sure. Okay, well, we've got another big two-story home. Again, we need to be a little bit more discerning and a little bit more focused in terms of loot. So we'll pop into the kitchen. We'll look to see if there's any food. There's definitely another zombie nearby. Yeah. And we'll see if there's a garage for a rubber hose, and then we need to move on. Absolutely no food. What have we got on the floor? Diet Coke? Now, I just want to know, does that have any sort of caffeine effect for you? If you drink that, does that keep you awake? Let me know if you know the answer to that question. Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that. What is that going to do? That could really stir things up. Okay, well there we go. We've got zombies moving. It's difficult to tell what direction that gunshot was, but one thing I do know is that it was bloody loud, and things might go wrong really quickly here. But actually, for once, we made it to a new area, and it's not absolutely overrun with zombies. There's definitely one inside here. Let's just check out that post box. Again, we're going to stay focused. We're going to look for food, maybe skill books, and we need that rubber hose, and then we're going to move on. There's another zombie coming to say hi. There's always another zombie. We're going to go with the nightstick. We've already had a change of heart. I knew I would. We need some quick kills. We need to make a massive dent in this zombie population today. Okay, well, absolutely no gas, but this is an opportunity just to quickly do some basic mechanics, continue to get some XP, continue to work towards level 2 mechanics, so that we can then hotwire a vehicle. Okay, well, that is all the mechanics work done on that vehicle, but I'm a bit disappointed just how few and far between the vehicles are, but we must be really close at the mechanics level 1 now. But one thing we're also very, very close to is the fire department and Chuck's truck and all his loot. So let's continue to fight our way closer. Okay, well, again, we've got another nice big 2-story home. It looks like there might be some food inside, and there's not many zombies at the moment, but we know where all the zombies are. They went to try and eat some foolish guy who was driving around and got stuck in the mud. So we know where all the zombies are. They're all around the fire department. Now, the fire department would have made quite a wonderful base. It really, really would. But it's probably an absolute shit show now. It is probably absolutely ruined, absolutely destroyed with all the zombies that are there. They would have all gone inside, broken every single window. The place will be absolutely crawling, which is a shame because there's probably, let's just grab that. There's probably potentially some really good loot in there. Ooh, what have we got here? We've got, what is that? Make a timer and add the timer to the bomb. Ooh, they're coming. They're coming. Oh no. Thought we'd be able to get outside. It's just one. Just one. I have no idea where these zombies came from. Probably best not to leave the door open. Oh wow. We almost got surrounded there. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Where did all of these guys come from? Okay, let's fall back a little bit. We don't want to get overwhelmed. Okay, well, behind is clear, so let's take care of business. Man, I almost got surrounded then whilst gazing at a magazine with the front door wide open. Chuck needs to be a little bit more careful. Okay, there we go. But this nightstick really does do the business. Okay, let's see if we can actually finally now get in here. Chuck needs a proper break. We'll read that later, but he's absolutely covered in blood, and yeah, he is already at breaking point, and there's still a lot to do today. So he needs to have a little bit of a break, wash up, just have a little bit of a sit down, and then we can go again. Okay, well, I found a fanny pack. And this reminds me, I got a confession. Yeah, I've lost my fanny pack. It does have a chocolate bar. Let's eat that straight away. I presume you left it on the floor of the house at the northern part of Echo Creek. And right now, that is a long way away. Oh my god, it's so dark. Let's have a wash. Okay, well, we're just doing what we can to make things as easy as possible. Poor Chuck, we read a couple of books, and I gotta say, he's a voracious reader. He's just read that whole paper book and a magazine in about half an hour. A pretty useful use of time. Let's see how much progress we can make towards the fire department. Okay, well, there we go. That shows you just how close we are, right outside on the road. Our first fireman. Well, you know what? I'm going to put this on as a good luck charm. The fire department by a hat. Maybe they'll be a little bit more sympathetic towards Chuck if they see him in a familiar cap. Okay, well, we're walking in, just casually strolling in, and yeah, okay, there we go. That's the task that is ahead. I was thinking it is just way too quiet. What on earth is going on? And that's going to change very, very soon. Okay, well, let's get to work. There's probably, I don't know, could be anything in the region of 50 to 100 zombies in and around that fire department. So there's no way we're going to be able to clear it out in an afternoon. Here they come. And until we can find a vehicle, we're not even going to be leaving Ekron with all of that loot. So until we find a vehicle, there's not much point in trying to reclaim all that loot. Although I can't remember what is actually in there. There might be some food. But yeah, I'm really disappointed. The complete lack of decent motor vehicles in this residential area. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Where did they all come from? No, seriously. We might have attracted too many there. But you can see the corpses are piling up already. But there's still a lot of work to do. Well, poor Chuck. He's so covered in blood. It looks like he's actually wearing red clothes. It is just absolutely ridiculous. That's another thing we need to be careful of. The zombies coming out from the forest and blindsiding you from behind, like that guy there. And yeah, Chuck is going to have to fall back, I think. He can take on these two, but he's going to have to fall back, have a little bit of a rest, a wash, read a... Oh, wow, you see? That is what I mean. They are just coming out of nowhere. Where do they keep coming from? But yeah, he's going to have to fall back to his little safe house, which is literally just around the bend, just up the road. He needs to have a break before he goes again. Okay, well, Chuck is almost ready to go. He's just having some food. He's read a couple of books. He's completely cleaned up. He is ready for another round, but he's been so focused on the job at hand, he's totally forgotten that he was carrying a little wound, a little scratch. Yes, it is completely healed. I was hoping that'd be the case. It has been 3 days. He'd re-bandaged it yesterday morning, and it's still not blooded. So, but you can see 75. Let's have a look. 776 kills in 27.5 days. It has been a tough road, but it's a road that Chuck's continuing to walk down. Well, he won the first round. It is time for round 2. Let's get back to that fire department to see if we can continue to clear it out. Maybe we could take out another 20-30 zombies before it gets dark or before Chuck gets too tired. Here we are. That is a big group. We definitely do not want to trap them all at the same time. Slow and steady wins the race. And speaking of a race, Chuck has made rapid progress so far, and I think that's mostly down to the nightstick, but that is almost worn out now, and so that is gonna really slow him down a little bit once that gets broken. Okay, so we've got the dust mask on. The smell is getting bad. Well, you know what? Actually, let's just go with the knife. Let's try and preserve that nightstick for when things are bad. That was the original plan, right? And so many corpses. At this rate, this road might not be passable. It might not be possible for Chuck to walk down this road, because it is, yeah, the smell could be absolutely unbearable. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Whilst there's still enough light, whilst Chuck's still got weapons, whilst he's still got enough energy, just going to draw off 2, 3, 4 zombies at a time, lead them away and then take them out, and then just repeat that process. Okay, but it is starting to get dark, but Chuck is not done yet. He's not tired. He's not actually that panicked, and he's also, yeah, mentally he's okay. So we're going to keep going until he gets tired, until he finds the going just too rough. But there's still so many zombies. Okay, well, it is getting really dark now, and maybe Chuck is pushing it a little bit too much, but he's desperate to get eyes on the fire department just to try and get an idea of how much more work there is to do after all the work he's done. I gotta say, it has gone so much better than we thought and made so much more progress. There's still a lot to do, but it doesn't look that bad. Maybe they're all inside the building, maybe they're all around the back. But if you can see here on this road ahead just how much progress Chuck has made. If we could clear this area, and maybe we could take that fire department over as an amazing base, and we could use it to really go for it with Ekron. And I kind of feeling, just looking at the amount of corpses, amount of work that Chuck's been put in just the 2 days, I kind of feel that maybe he could take on Ekron after all. But he is starting to feel the pace now. This is the problem when you do get tired, when these negative moodles start stacking up. Taking down a zombie it goes from a couple of hits to 5, 6, 7, 8, and it just gets harder and harder with every kill. So I think, yeah, especially as all your weapons keep breaking, I think that zombie there, that is going to be the last zombie for today. But look at the amount of corpses. Chuck has put a hell of a shift in these last few days. He really has. Okay, well there we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Again, Chuck is absolutely covered in claret. Let's get back to the house, out of sight. Guess we made it back to the safe house without being spotted, without seeing a zombie. Another good thing with clearing all those zombies out on the east side of the fire department, it makes it much less likely for them to wander this way, which makes this house much more safer for Chuck. Let's just fill up his water bottle. Wow, man, he is at breaking point, and who can blame him? That is going to have to be it for today, but I got a really good feeling. I'm tempting fate by saying that out loud really, but I got a really good feeling about the possibilities of taking over that fire department and really reclaiming all that loot and getting a proper foothold in Ekron. But that is going to be an adventure for next time. But now Chuck needs to rest. He needs to read a couple of books. He needs to get himself mentally and physically prepared for the next round of fighting. But now that is going to have to be all. Peace.